You're listening to the 9 o'clock news, local edition on Rock 93.7. Each week, we're talking with a different band. This week, I have an entire nation in studio. Yes, we have a studio big enough to do that because it is Sleep Nation. And we're not complete, though. I've only got 3 of the members with me. So we'll start from the far side if you want to say hi and tell them your name.
My name is Bran.
Hello, I'm Justin.
My name's Seth.
They are, of course, the 3 members that I have with me, and we're missing one. So who is it that's not here?
Missing Garrett.
Garrett. Okay. The 4 of you together make up Sleep Nation. You guys, how long have you been a band?
Justin and I have played music since 2005, but Sleep Nation didn't really start until 2009.
You just all kind of came together and went perfect, or did you seek each other out? Or?
It's been a process over time of like having members come in and then members go out. But as far as Justin and I have been the staple of the band, and now we're lucky enough for like a year now we've had Seth and Garrett as the new recruits to the nation.
Hopefully it stays that way.
Better watch yourself. I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
Did they give you that whole welcome package? Did you get any of that? Or
Well, I've known these guys for a while, so it was kind of organic.
All right, so instruments, let's talk those, because I didn't really get into what you each do. Brand, you...
I sing and play guitar.
Okay.
I'm on drums.
Play lead guitar.
Okay.
Garrett would be the bassist.
Garrett would be the bassist. You're kind of like the Doors then tonight. We have no bassist, so...
Yeah.
But he wanted to be here. He just schedule conflicts and things like that happen. So
Unfortunately.
that's probably one of the things that you've been running into the most. You've gone through a lot of... I don't want to say a lot, because that's misleading. You've had a few different members changes based on what you've said. So I'm going to guess that at some point schedules have come into conflict and had a hand in that. Has that been your biggest obstacle?
Yeah, just in general, schedules, life.
So go on since about 2009, and so far we've got you got an EP, and we're working towards the album.
That's correct.
That is the plan. And big thing now, a lot of bands reaching out and getting online. And before we started the interview, we were discussing some of your songs, and you were telling me that you actually have one that's got its own video already, and that is actually being picked up and put onto a video channel. So sounds like that little access is giving you a little extra push there. Just so that, since I mentioned it, we'll go ahead and mention it. They can find that. Did you say,
it's on YouTube?
YouTube, they can find it there. And then if they've got Charter, they can find it on...
eventually Cool TV.
Eventually. That's what we're striving towards eventually. So anyway, the song that we're talking about is I Want You Back.
That is correct.
So how did that song come together?
Well, we use a dry erase board to do a lot of our writing, and we make up stupid names before the song actually gets its name. And I Want You Back was originally titled Collective Soul Riff. And then once I put lyrics to it, then we kind of, Wow. So in the vein of Collective Soul, and you just kind of went from there. Or was it just really just a poke at Collective Soul? No, I like Collective Soul. I think as a band, everybody in the band likes Collective Soul. And it was just kind of I don't want to have to go through all the names of the other songs. Every song that we have has 2 names, the dry erase board name and then the actual song title. And
I'm going to guess some of the dry erase board names we can't really say on the radio. So
no,
we'll just go ahead and skip that part. Oh, going to have to join in at your band writing session sometime just to see the extra names, I guess. All right, well, let's give it a listen. This is I Want You Back. It's Sleep Nation on the 9 o'clock news local edition on Rock 93.7. It's the 9 o'clock news local edition on Rock 93.7. I'm back in with Sleep Nation. We've had a chance to talk about one of your songs already and share that with everybody. And one of the things that we've talked about is your writing process, the dry erase board. I'm kind of curious, at any point, has somebody put something on the dry erase board and it accidentally got erased?
I really don't think so.
I don't think it's happened.
Okay, cool.
There's some stuff there's a Sharpie that's been on there that I wish could be erased, but it can't.
How big is the erase board? Just out of curiosity, how many ideas are we talking about on this thing?
It's we had 5 songs on it at one time, so.
So is it one of those things, because I'm sure it factors into the whole songwriting thing, somebody puts down a little idea and then somebody comes along behind you and goes, ooh, good idea. Let's add this to that idea. Is that how that plays out? So
a lot of rearranging, arrows being drawn.
It can get confusing sometimes.
So do you have a storyteller among you that keeps track of all the, wait a minute, that squiggly line didn't go there before. What happened?
Yeah, I guess that would, Garrett likes to make fun of some of the squiggly lines. He's like, no, that doesn't look like that should point up to there. So,
all right. So you guys have been going at this as a band since about 2009. We've had a few member changes. Mm-hmm. It sounds like the core is pretty solid, though. How long have you guys known each other personally that you've been working on music?
Since 2005. Brandon and I actually met, if anybody remembers MySpace. They used to have a bulletin board that you could put names out on. And I put out a drummer looking for a guitarist. And Brand and a couple other guys responded. Brand's lasted all these years. So
I've had a band that told us they've advertised through LSN. They've done it through Craigslist. So I guess there's more avid as opposed to going down to the local music shop and just hanging a name up there and saying, have somebody call me. You've got more opportunities and stuff. So is that how you came into this, or?
I really don't know. I think we wanted to get together and just see what happened, because I played guitar for a while and I've known these guys for a while, and it just kind of stuck.
He was our roommate, and he was really quick fingers on the guitar, and we had an idea. We played a party one time, and the guys wanted to hear Thunderstruck, and we couldn't play it. So we eventually, convinced Seth to play Thunderstruck. We didn't end up playing it ever at any parties or anything, but it was good to see what he had, and then eventually it came to fruition into this.
So can you play Thunderstruck now?
I'd have to relearn it, but I could.
Well, so much for that AC/DC cover band on the side you've been thinking about. That just got shot down.
Yeah.
Well, how often do you guys get out and actually perform? You were talking about getting out and doing it at a party and stuff. How often do you get out?
We're averaging about 4 times a month. Currently, we're playing at the Zombie Hunt. I don't know if you've heard of that.
No.
It's on 111 towards Baxter. Where you can go and shoot people dressed up as zombies with paintball guns in a deuce and a half army vehicle. It's a lot of fun, and we played the first opening weekend, October 3rd and 4th, and we had a lot of fun. We froze the second night and almost got blown away by some wind the first night, but it was a blast.
Any stray paintballs come up on the air?
No. We do the shooting.
Oh, okay.
The guy with the chainsaw without the shirt's probably it was a lot of fun.
Oh, wow. Well, we're talking with Sleep Nation on the 9 o'clock news local edition here on Rock 93.7, and we're going to have more conversation with them and get into a little bit more about your band and your music as we continue on Rock 93.7. We're back with the 9 o'clock news local edition on Rock 93.7. In studio with me tonight, I have Brand, Justin, and Seth, the members of Sleep Nation. One short tonight. Garrett could not be with us. He had some other things going on. But, guys, we've been talking about what it takes to put your songs together, and the processes that you go through, the creativity, and how long you've been together, some ins and outs. We've had some members come and go. What was the total? I didn't hear.
There was only 2.
Only 2. Okay. So you were telling me that you guys have been playing at the Zombie Hunt. I think performing for zombies has got to be probably the most interesting performance that I've heard anybody tell me they've done so far. I mean, I've heard about some different concerts and things that have been put on. Is that your most strangest performance to you, or?
No. The most.
You can top performing for zombies.
Oh yeah.
Okay, let's hear that.
I'm gonna say I'm gonna keep this as ambiguous as possible, but we played a party one time for a certain group that I will keep nameless, and we show up. It was the Thunderstruck thing where the guys wanted to hear Thunderstruck. They also wanted to hear Wagon Wheel, but we're an alternative rock band. We try to stray away from
the country. Yeah,
from those type of songs. And after we didn't know how to play Thunderstruck or Wagon Wheel, the place erupted. I think that we were almost afraid for our lives a little bit.
Some of our equipment started walking off.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And even before we got there, while we were carrying our stuff in, some of the younger guys in the group at the
event,
at the event, were helping us carry our stuff, which was awesome. And then some of the older guys there said, "Hey, man, we're paying those guys to do this. Put that stuff down. Don't help them." I said, "Oh, this is." If I had to do it over again, I would have said, "Come on, guys, let's go to the house."
That sounds like it just evolved quickly.
Yeah, it was an interesting experience. But at the end, they found somebody's iPod that had a wagon wheel on it, and they played a wagon wheel. And then they played Thunderstruck, and there was liquid being sprayed everywhere. People were getting on top of tables and just going nuts. It was like you let a bunch of apes into the room.
Rather large apes.
So I'm going to guess that now you're a little bit more, what do I want to say here, cautious about who you book and where you book?
Yes.
Background checks on each venue and that kind of thing, yeah?
Yeah, we have a certain company that we go through for background checks on who we play for now.
Well, you do have a website, I'm guessing, that people can go to.
We have Facebook.com. You can just search Sleep Nation. I promise that you'll get us or a mattress company.
Well, can't they get the best of both? You guys cut them a cut rate deal? No?
Unfortunately not. We haven't discussed that with the mattress company yet. So,
well, look for Sleep Nation. You'll find them on Facebook. Do you guys also have a website, or are you on Twitter?
We've got Twitter. We've got YouTube. We've got a Tumblr. I believe that's everything we have.
All right. So all over social media, just look for Sleep Nation there. But are you also on, I know a lot of the bands mentioned Reverb Nation.
Yeah, we're on Reverb Nation also.
So that's also a good place because it links out a lot of times too. Another one of your tunes, and this one you guys are kind of excited about too, is Mr. Unlucky.
That actually, we kind of tried to do something different. We strayed away from the normal guitar, bass, drum kind of thing. Mr. Unlucky actually features me on a Fender Rhodes piano.
Do you play a lot of piano or?
Not really. No. I just kind of pretend.
So what you're telling me, it was in demo mode. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yes, I hit the demo button and just let it roll.
All right, well, let's check out your mad piano skills then. This is Mr. Unlucky. This is Sleep Nation on the 9 o'clock news local edition on Rock 93.7. It's the 9 o'clock news local edition on Rock 93.7 this week, talking with Sleep Nation and having a lot of conversation about the not extra members. Kind of had misled with that a little bit. A couple of extra members over the time. And now you've got a good solid lineup. And you guys moving forward, I'm guessing that's probably an obstacle whenever you have to change out a member, because then you're like, okay, now we've got to get this guy up to speed. Is that something that you find a big burden? Or
with Seth and Garrett, they both come in at the same time. So we kind of took advantage of that. And it really only took us, I want to say we wrote 5 new songs with them to add to our set, and we taught them some new songs, or taught them our old songs, and we learned some new cover songs. And it really didn't take but 4 months, I think. So we're really impressed. It just, everything happened so quickly, and they just fit right in. It was great.
Well, now you two have been together the longest, so I'm going to guess your chemistry is just pretty well. You know what he's going to do, and you can kind of follow his lead and things like that. So did you find it was hard to fit in with what they do, or?
Yeah, I did at first just because, they could jam on something for hours and just know what was going on. But I think now we all have a pretty good feel for each other.
So you guys were the old married couple is what he just said.
That's what it translated to. He just didn't say it like you did.
I was trying to be polite.
That's not a bad thing, though. Really, it sounds like that's what drives the band forward, is that little extra chemistry, and you got to have that at the core, I think. Do you also pick up on their energy as far as wanting to keep this going?
Oh, certainly. That's definitely something I want to keep up in my whole life.
I like to hear that passion. That's kind of awesome. I think that's the great thing. A lot of the bands around here that we have had come in and stuff, and anytime that you hear that come across, you can hear it in the music, and you can tell. I think you can tell, and I think you guys have that. So go check them out online. Go check out Facebook, and then go check out YouTube. You guys have the video up there. We were talking about the joys of video editing and putting that thing together. So you got the little video that they can go see. And what is next? Because it sounds like launching that has kind of been something that you've been working on. So what is the next big project?
The video has been out on YouTube for a couple months now. And want to shout out to Nashville Film Institute for doing the video for us. They definitely did an excellent job and made everything look professional. It was one of the neatest things that I've ever been involved in, as far as we've made some videos in the past with, 4 guys and a video camera. But this was awesome. I mean, as being someone that was like 12 years old and I, used to play around with a video camera, it melded my entire, it took both of my worlds of, whenever I was young, like making videos and, as a kid, and then whenever now, playing music, it took both of those, passions and put them together. And I was like, this is the best thing I've ever done in my life.
I'll tell you what, you guys can find out more about them. Go check them out online. Sleep Nation, find them at Facebook. And then, guys, thank you for coming in today. Really appreciate having the chance to talk to you and getting to find out a little bit more about your music. And please do them all a favor and go look them up online, and then go see them out shooting zombies at the zombie hunt or wherever else you can find them. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.